Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel here today. Today we're back for more horses, episodes 6 and 7, insert funny joke in here about the funny number. We're back, we're here. And I will say, I'm opening the door slightly, I'm leaving it slightly ajar for me to do 3 episodes here today. Of course you'll see the title by this point, you'll know what's going on, but maybe. I'm feeling pretty good at the moment, it's pretty early, we'll see. We will see. And the best way to make that happen, of course, is to jump over to the YouTube comments. Once again, big old thank you for the support on the series. It's doing great. Love all the extra knowledge and stuff I'm getting from the comments and everything. Please keep that stuff coming. Share it with a friend or a like-minded individual that you think may like this kind of video as well. I'd appreciate it. Oh yeah, I didn't really explain YouTube comments too. They're from the patrons. So again, if you want to talk to me about horse stuff as well, you can subscribe to me on Patreon and leave comments and stuff, and I'll engage with them in the video as I am doing now. Like Lazy Joe over here, which explains that plenty of the interactions with the Umas in the show are influenced by real life stuff. So remember that otherwise inexplicable scene between Marozensky and Special Week? That's because of their familial connection, right? Marozensky is Special Week's maternal grandfather, or dam sire, I'm going to say, in horse breeding. So, again, you would imagine Special Week has 2 parents. On the mother's side, the mother's father, right? That'd be the dam sire in this case. Similar thing happening, of course, with Goldship and her dam sire, Major McQueen? That's kind of crazy. So they're like interacting with each other when technically she's her grandfather? Shit's kind of weird, I like that. Either way, we're not short on horse lore. There's a lot of backstory stuff here as to why people do certain stuff. A lot of the comments do go into it, so keep that kind of stuff in mind. It's all the reason why a lot of this shit's happening is lore. We love the lore. Next comment here from Razleth. I said 5th isn't bad for Haru Urara, not realizing that her race that she was competing in had 5 competitors. That's a funny little joke. I wish that was in the show there somewhere. That would have been a fun little reveal. Again, we know about the Haru Urara thing, but, you know, isn't this the horse known for losing? That was the line I said. Yeah, like the most losingest. 0 wins, 113 losses. A meme win maybe in some time trial race. That is historically bad. The one thing it is that you do. And then from there, kind of fandom grows around that, right? The shining star of loses, the loser that loses the most, you know? And yeah, entering celebrity status in being a loser, like using winning tickets for Haru as good luck charms and whatever else. I didn't know that there was that much weight behind it. I knew that was the joke of the horse, is that it was the one that loses, but I didn't know it was like really the one that like loses. And this probably talks to a larger thing happening with Uma Musume as a show. Like, you may know this about horse racing. It's not always sunshine and rainbows. There's bad things that happen behind the scenes with horse races. There are bad things that can happen to horses due to horse races and the results of certain races, and potentially getting injured in certain races. Like, that's a pretty big downer. What we say here is that, again, you have Haru Urara, like, losing a lot. Horses take a lot of upkeep to, you know, keep. You're going to bounce around owners, right? She was an anxious horse, plethora of issues, and then once the popularity came, it became a little bit of a cash grab to see what they could get out of her. Exploited for her popularity, unceremoniously abandoned. At least we do have a bit of a happy story where she lives the rest of her life on a farm, but she had a hard life. And that's kind of what Uma Musume is trying to get at least a little bit. It's meant to bring, like, the fun to it all, right? Like, I don't know, it's almost like a wishful thinking type scenario whereby, okay, I wish this was how the life of Haru Urara actually went, and gives the show its like genuine feeling of this kind of gentle, optimistic, dreams can come true, everything's all going to be okay in the end type energy, right? Like, that kind of little story there is a microcosm of what the show's trying to do overall. Yeah, I think that does make sense. A genuine wish of how I wish this went for the horses and that the horses didn't have to suffer. Which I just think is nice. That's nice. I like a happy show. I like a happy-go-lucky show that doesn't want the horses to feel bad. That's good. I like that. And kind of switching gears entirely here, we have Jeremiah who just says that this episode was amazing. Amazing? Maybe? It's a portmanteau of both of the words. Or maybe not a portmanteau, but a combination at least. Let's say that. I don't know. I liked it. Last comment here from Ace Lightning, going into the Weight Gamer special week, which was, surprise, surprise, something that also happened in real life. Some people think that this was the reason the special week lost the Satsuki show, hence why we had the little wardrobe malfunction during that race. I believe I chucked this in the edit. The male commentator for the Japanese Derby in that episode is Yutaka Take, who is the real-life jockey of both Special Week and Silent Suzuka. I think I said it was a famous jockey, not that it has that explicit tied to the main character horse, as others will probably explain when this goes public. But you were first. Remember, Ace Lightning, we like that. Special Week won the race outright on her own. I don't think you really see that many dead heats ever, really. It's almost like a statistical anomaly. Like, that's... Like, especially with technology today, like, it just doesn't happen. It does not happen. What it's meaning to do in the show is just show off how strong El Condor Pase is. We're also going to King Halo a little bit here, who I'm calling a bit of a fraud. We're calling it instead here a little bit more of unfortunate timing. You were like literally in the golden generation when all these amazing horses were out and about. You were merely just really good. Like you just got outclassed a little bit, you know? This is interesting too. If you were merely following the anime's logic, Saiyan Sky won the Satsuki show, right? You would think that maybe she would be favorite for the Japanese Derby because she performed so well in another big Triple Crown type race. This wasn't the case. She came from a worse pedigree, I guess you would say, where Special Week, King Halo, really good pedigree. So again, there's more that goes into horse racing than just form guide, like pretty obviously. So like, you know, the market moved in a certain direction because of other influential factors. Tactics-wise, Saiyan Sky generally also a front-runner, much like Silent Suzuka. Not that we've seen her race all that much. I guess when she does win, she just sprints ahead and clears everybody. There are many different tactics with positioning, but in the end, like real horse racing, the final straight is where all the magic happens, where the real race begins. As theorized, Grass Wonder injured IRL, hence why they're doing this whole continuously look down at her leg and its bandage type thing. Pretty cool. Oguri Cap. I'm sure that there's going to be more Oguri Cap things in the future that we'll discuss. For now, all that we need to know is that she is a massive eater. We're going to do the background gag of her eating a lot all the time. She even ate her own bed at one point, which I'm not even sure how that's really feasible. And yeah, this is maybe worth some consideration as well as a few other people that maybe want to start linking me specific races so I can compare them to the races in certain videos. So maybe I'll float that with the Discord, say in, the 2 episodes or however many we do today, there is another big race. Potentially we get linked that footage and we can kind of see how the real life kind of race matches up with some stuff. And yeah, I know it's really only specific to this week at this time, but yes, it is fucking hot. And I'm imagining that Ace Lightning here is Australian as well. I'm in like the really hot part. Just not doxing myself obviously, but it's hot. It's bloody hot, man. I don't know. I'll be happier when this is all said and done, when it's all over. Like it was like almost 40 degrees this week. That is not okay. It's not even summer yet. Anyway, enough of me whinging. Let's jump over here, get the rest of this video started with a Patreon shout out. Now, if you just can't get enough of Musume Pretty Derby and would like to see a couple more episodes next week, an undisclosed amount, then Patreon is linked in the description below. You can access that right away. It's only $6 a month to get that access, and I think it's a pretty good time. I don't know, you get to comment and stuff, special Discord privileges, it's all popping off. It's all pretty damn cool. So big old thank you to everybody that has supported, starting here with Sean, Ace Lightning, AJ, Akomancer, Bananarama Hamadamasama, BD422, Brendan M. Gibbons, Brett Jones, Bryce Peak, Capella, Chobaribby, Copley, Cure Dynamic, Dakota, Dapper Dwarf, Diark Lord, Ed, Fancy Question Mark, Fried Rice, Fruit, Gloriana Tenebrae, Glyke, Hans Peter, Ika, Yako Yavanen, Jacob R, Joran, Kasogtha, Clem, Kot Begemot, Lick H, Lou, Matthew Bratcher, Mickey Babbers, Miru, Mistake L. Chen, Molly Weinberger, Mr. Maniacs, Nature Without Man, Noah, Parnick, Pencil Sharp 333, Pike, Runlad B&K, St. Lily, Sal, Sam1373, Sarah Longe, Skeleton, Tentacle Member, Waifu Overdose, Without a Net, Jami Boo, Binchi, Calvin, Hayato138641, and Aidan O'Brien. Thank you very much for giving me money. I enjoy the money. Jumping back in with Musume, of course. How could I forget? Japanese Derby has been run and won. Special Week and El Condor Pass are winning. There's a dead heat. They both won. Feels very much like my rival. You know, Silent Suzuka not included, of course. Moving on from here, you'd imagine we're going into the last of the Triple Crown. Maybe we're going to do some more trainer harness stuff, like their whole thing that they have going on too. Obviously, Major McQueen introduced fairly recently as well. Maybe we do something there with Gold Ship. Again, we've got a Teo there too doing her thing. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see the direction we go in. Maybe a little bit of a cool off of the intensity of the Japanese Derby. We're gonna have to see. Either way, enough rambling. Let's jump in here to episode 6 of The Horses. Please be excited. I have just been informed of some information that'll make doing 3 very difficult. So we're probably just gonna do 2 here. Either way. Sorry to be on a bit of a bummer, but shit happens, I guess. Oh my god. Anyway. 23 minutes and 55 seconds on this one. Sync up accordingly with your own copy. The copy I have is called OK Subs. Get that version if you'd like my version. If not, there's a picture-in-picture version in the description below for your viewing pleasure. Let's give this thing a 3, 2, 1. Radio, 3, 2, 1, go. Hello, Mum. Back on the carrots, are we? Oh, really? Holy fuck. Looks like somebody's leading the pack. She's good at that. Yeah, more of a Morrising Suzuka race. That'd be great. I thought she already joined. Like, she had a bag on her head, like she was being, like, kidnapped. Yeah. Similar to how a Special Week was recruited. You're all fucking troublemakers. I like the bow. That was very cute. Beach. Oh, classic. See, interesting. We're doing all of this in a montage. Was that the eye again? Yeah. As you do. Classic beach activity. What are you... You're just gonna get sand everywhere. That's not ideal. I see. Yeah, that's kind of cute. I like how she's pacing around. Alright, I mean, that's our lead-in for the plot. Gotcha. Did I say... if I didn't say that cooldown was probably needed, I meant to. Seems like what we're doing. It's taking a break from the action and the training and the montages and the everything and just do something a little bit different for a little bit. But I will say, this show fucking... It throws you straight in. I don't know. I think on the channel at the moment, I'm used to Princess Tutu and Mushi-Shi, which episodes will start a little bit slower, generally. Like, specifically, both of those shows at the moment starting with a little bit of narration before going straight into the opening. Which kind of gives me a few minutes to set myself, where this one's, it's like, fucking have at it, there's horse girls everywhere. Maybe it shows him how to practice. I'll never get tired of that shot of gold ship there. Can anybody ever hope to compete with Suzuka? How can us mere mortals even exist in the same plane? Autumn skies and horse girls. Don't steal my line. This is the Fan Festival Twinkle series. It seems like we're doing a festival. It's just an open book. This is gonna be fun. This is like special week doing a festival for the first time, you know? Hitting the Watakashis as well. Alright. Looks like it's a date then. We've all paired off a little bit. Other than Teo, I guess, who I guess paired off in a way. Happy Burger. Choco Carrots. We love Hishi Amazon, folks. She's good with kids. We know that. Holy. Where do these kids even come from? Thank you, Air Groove. TM Opera some? Fujikiseki? Doing a bit of a butler, doing a bit of a host club type number. This is so slice of life at the moment. Blushy. Oh, fortune telling. Well, yeah, I know who you're paired with. Okay, gullible. Gotcha. That shot there was so visual novel. Augury cap, yep. A lot of big eaters. Giant donuts, and not giant anything else. Ogurin. Acting like you know her or something. I like that cut, that was cool. Slow and steady wins the race. What do you mean deliberate? Check the video? Oh, like it's a horse race. Like, check the tape. It was a dead heat again. The beer guts will always kill me. You're a little cheating bitch. Now that was it. Calm down. All's well that ends well. Just never fucking do it again. Oh, you're gonna give her the thing? I didn't even want the prize. And I really just wanted the prize. What a story. How did you get on the judging panel? Yeah, Grass Wonder can do whatever she wants. Oh no, she's gonna come back. Okay. Suzuka will squash you. Like the bug you are. Oh, okay. She's spilling the beans. Oh, we're actually just going now. Gotcha. So I predicted that one pretty well. You've got a little bit of cream in your hair. Pause. She's still eating in the back. Holy fuck. So we've just got like multiple races here being built up. What didn't you do too? Like, they did everything. Yeah. Again, that's a funny joke. Oh, they let you wear the suit. Nah, see, it doesn't work as good when you do it. Needs to be your like cool senpai horse. Cause you're an open book. That's why. Alright, I mean, at least Special Week had a good time. Spit-chan. Kiss? Yeah, you're a bit quiet, for sure. Okay. I feel it. I feel that. I like the stuff there with the treadmills and it matching to this kind of green thing we have going on. And you did. At least a little bit. You had fun today. Hanabi? I don't think she has the capacity to not be honest. Mentally. I thought it'd be your first time, like, period. That's a cute scene. I liked that. Fair bit unpack there with the Suzuka stuff. Holy shit. No slouch. Cracking that whip. Listen to the trainer. You got plenty of time. You're fine. Oh, that's funny. That's a great cut. Oh no, here's trouble. Literally. There's some structure. Sometimes. We did a bunch of stair runs before. There's gonna be some stupid bullshit. Bruh. Give me a screenshot of that. They're two special girls, aren't they? Or horses. They're special. I see no reason for Suzuka not to absolutely steamroll. Oh, you got all the plush. Making hella money. That's the whole thing. Don't give her a plan. Let her experience the fun. Embrace the fun, everybody. Come on now. Yeah, I don't... I know El Condor Pass is good too, but like... And two other randos. Now keep in mind that it is Suzuka's thing to lead. And if I'm structuring a race, somebody chasing her down would be exciting. El Condor Pass is very confident here. Do people often have two horses from the same kind of owner in the same race, or is that kind of cannibalizing what you want to happen? I don't know. Please let me know. Nice nature. Me when I'm playing Pokemon. Ashin Flash. Holy. Here we go. It's a cool shot. Don't push yourself too hard now. No more injuries. I don't think it is. She's just different gravy, man. No eyes, too. She's just, like, picture of focus right now. Yeah. Oh, they're doing the Uno reverse. You're going to inspire her now. It's about what I expected to happen. Wasn't a steamroll, but... Holy fuck, there's some people there, though. Oh. You gotta stop? The race is over? No, she's alright. Okay. We were beaten by the best, boy. We were beaten by the best. Need a little hug? Hug it out? Hug. Hug! Yes. I'm just happy you're back. First race back from a big injury? Winning live? What are you talking about? Who's watching the stream? Oh. You sure? He's gotta die. He's gotta go soon. That was pretty fun. It was a bit of a... I don't know, a bit of a scattershot old episode. We kind of started with this festival kind of like slice of lifey, really fun thing, and then we kind of went and we tried to kind of wrap up a lot of the Silent Suzuka stuff we introduced there in that first segment with the race. I think in contrast to last week's race, the Japanese Derby, where it was like legitimately like, oh my god, who's going to win? I just think from a long way out, I'm like, okay, well, this is... There's no reason why Suzuka shouldn't win, so she's probably going to win, you know? There will be a lost loading at some point. There kind of has to be. I just wonder why. Bjorn, of course. I lost my train of thought. I had something else to say. Just all character dynamics this episode, I guess. Just kind of, you know, pairing off a lot of people. Like, there was, like, Trainer-san and Hana and Major McQueen and Goldship and, you know, Daiwa Scarlet and Vodka and, like, everyone just kind of went off. And yeah, I mean, we'll dive right into that next episode, shall we? Episode 7 coming right up. And there we go. Episode 7 up there, ready to go. 23 minutes and 56 seconds on this one. Sync up accordingly with your own copy. OK Subs version. Picture in the description below should you desire to use it. Let's give it a 3, 2, 1. Radio, 3, 2, 1, go. Window. Suzuka. Hair. Explain. What are you wearing? Winter uniform? Oh. L. Yeah, but I feel bad. We can worry about it tomorrow. Seun Sky, again. She kind of has you on skates, like. Can't win them all. The Tenno Shore. Tenno Shore. Now that's when it'll get interesting. Well, because of the whole, yeah. They have horses in America? If the phrase Melbourne Cup is mentioned at all during this this show, I will lose my mind. I don't know, what's the... It's like the Twitter meme. Like, oh my god, Australia mentioned, and then you got like Yui from K-On! That's how I am sometimes with my home country. Very patriotic. Not like that, but very patriotic. Teo Spin. There's still just a bunch of weirdos there, huh? Just absolute creatures. I like seeing him all dressed up too. I want more stuff with everybody all dolled up and stuff. Promise. I'm here. Looks like some kind of mountain climb. Are we going to do some hot springs or something? I just saw Special Week's beer belly. There you go. Well, they're all very motivated by food. Bye. Yeah, leading the pack. We like to see it. In contrast, what are we doing over here? Opera O. So she's the one with the little crown. How many damn horses does Regal have? They got everybody. Thank you, Marozensky. Aye, aye, Captain. She's having fun. Always spent on Hishi Amazon. The Rigil. Sorry, I lost my train of thought again. Get a bit aggro, yeah. Make it a bit physical. Nudge and fucking rustle and do all that shit. That's a whole lot of French. Alright. We're regrouping. As we're doing some other bullshit. I smell a bath episode. What time is it? What? What are you doing? What a violent horse. Oh, I've told you the up on your tippy toes technique doesn't work. Okay, so we've broken the news to everybody else. What? You bought it? Oh, okay, it's or you can... Who's paying? They're getting their revenge. Okay, time on task. Focus on what she's saying. Well, before she goes, anyway. Well, you knew that. What's going to happen? This one's a bit more up in the air. I see something like the promise is going to propel Suzuka to win the race or something. God, I'm hungry. Anyway. I've eaten dinner. Why am I... Anyway. 2 months salary? Well, they better start acting like it because the money's running short. See, he's a thoughtful guy. We like the trainer. Getting a little bit sentimental. That's fun. Why fake falling asleep? I don't... Anyway. It was a nice moment. Let's just leave it at that. That's fine. Hello, everybody. It's the Tenno Shore. Tenno Shore. Gotta really hit that double N. Tenno. Seems like we're just doing another race to finish the episode. Which is probably going to be a little bit closer than our races previous. Who the hell are you? Ryan? Nice nature? El Condo Pasa? Where are your manners? Winning ticket? Ah, Hishi Amazon. Now she's gonna try to beat the fuck out of you. Now listen to me. I've taken all the money out of my account. I've sold my house. I'm putting it all on Hishi Amazon. We'll see how happy I am by the end of this. Four-leaf clover? Yeah. I remember. I think Major McQueen found it, from memory. That was a hearty slap. We'll see if just having fun's enough here. There's some actual tactics at play. Oh, here we go. Okay. Confidence. Respect. Oh, she's plucky. Hishi Amazon. Always bet on Hishi Amazon. Simboli Rudolph there was quite perplexed. They're very similar. They're both very, like, horizontal when they race. I've got the house on you now. Eclipse first, the rest nowhere? Maybe. Rumors are true. Then maybe. She's absolutely fucking piping everybody? Just an absolute trouncing. By God, this is the fastest horse I've ever seen. It's breaking the sound barrier. My money! No! Oh, no. Whoa, what is that form? Got a bit of an ankle going, it looked like. Well, an injury is a good way we can explain this away. Well, don't keep racing with the bum ankle, right? But who won? No. Oh. Yeah, but it all falls a little bit flat, though. It's a little bit of a hollow victory. I lost all my money, by the way. That's no good. Shout out to Yahoo. God, it's like a funeral in here. Where's Special Week? By her side? Ooh. Well, that good luck charm didn't work. Why was she unconscious? Like, I understand hurting your foot or your ankle, but why are you unconscious? Anyway. Dramatic effect, damn it. That's cute. I liked all of them in the doorway there. Yeah, but where does this put the America stuff? That's pretty heartbreaking then, right? Bit of a positive spin. We'll take it. Well, we've got to have some trials and tribulations, of course. That's a big old pile of Uma. She's been stolen? Okay, get a damn room, you two. Where did... Majoroma Queen has been... Yeah, there we go. Seriously? Oh. I don't know any. How about the Kentucky Derby? I know that one. I'll give you that. Can I name another horse race in America? Not sure. I was only implying that before, but most certainly you can. They're going fast, man. Whoa! Now you can't do that shit. Well, you're never gonna catch her. It's pretty damn dramatic. Okay. In the future, I'd advise not running straight against the traffic of a race going the other way, but sure, it worked out. It was cute. Are we building into a different song? She's very bright. What is this beat? This majestic melody. How many gift baskets does she need? Fucking everyone's here. Once again, I'm going to imagine there's hella lore here too. Like Suzuka getting an injury or whatever else. I was thinking to myself just then, maybe I'd make some changes to the pacing of that whole like race sequence, the 10 or sure. But in retrospect, I think they did it about as good as you could have. Very enjoyable. A different mode for the show. A bit more dramatic, a bit more at stake. Things we've been building up, they're not going to be as they seem. Just a different lens, it's nice. Epic. And yeah, we'll leave it there for tonight. Yeah, you'll see me again tomorrow for some analysis on those 2 episodes. Intriguing ones. I'm left in a different emotional position than I normally am at the end of Musume, which is novel. We'll call it novel. Radio. You'll see me in just a moment. And we're back to talk a little bit more about Musume episodes 6 and 7, of course. This seems like a pretty big spot on the story, actually. I kind of lament my reaction in retrospect, because again, I didn't see the Suzuka stuff coming, and I'm like, oh, I'm in here like cracking jokes and stuff, and like Suzuka's probably not gonna be the same again. We're very hopeful, let's put it that way. And yeah, I'm in there talking about Hishi Amazon and stuff. That probably isn't very appropriate. Either way, I don't know, maybe you thought it was funny. I thought it was funny at the time. Anyway, I digress. I've been told after this episode, and after the Tenno Shore there, this is kind of where Suzuka's IRL career ends, right? So I can look up the history, and I'll just bring it up. That'll be easier. As we can see there, of course, this is the important stuff. So all eyes were on Suzuka as he entered his ultimate goal, the Tenno Shore, in autumn, which again, we're in autumn right now, and tragedy struck mid-race when he shattered a bone in his left foreleg. The injury was beyond repair and Suzuka was humanely euthanized. So, this is more to our earlier YouTube comment from the start of the video, which I believe was about Haru Urara. This show, or this season from now on, and keeping Suzuka in it, is the embodiment of the same philosophy we're talking about with Haru Urara. Again, had a hard life. Again, in real life, not everything's all sunshine and roses and everything. And instead of trying to, like, you know, overtake this history and obscure it and whatever else, we're just creating, like, a happy ending for these horses that couldn't have had a happy ending back in the day. Yeah. I feel like that's a really solid philosophical thing that's going on with the show. And I actually really do appreciate it now that I have this example here as well. Like, hey, what if the world didn't have to be like that, and we could just emphasize, again, a lot more of the fun factor and the fandom and the camaraderie and the competition and all that other kind of stuff? I don't know, it'd be kind of nice, I think. So I guess just keep in mind that, you know, this context is overbearing over this whole Suzuka thing. If you're really into your Japanese horse racing, you'd probably know this context already, which increases the drama in episode 7 happening towards the latter half. And I probably had some, I don't know, snap criticisms about how they handled the moment as well, but in retrospect, I don't think I would change it, because initially I was thinking maybe that you put that scene that kind of happens at the end of the episode in the direct aftermath of the injury and Special Week running out there and Trainer-san running out there and all that kind of stuff. I wonder how the episode would change if you place that directly after the injury instead of the cutaway to, you know, El Condor Pasa winning and whatever else. But I feel like that's a little bit too much too quick, and it's kind of like the shock of it, and, you know, all the other horses passing her and surpassing her, and, like, straight cut to the hospital. That's the drama there. That's, like, really well done. So I wouldn't take that away, per se. So yeah, I would probably keep it the way it is, now that I think about it again. Either way, I've kind of skipped very much to the right at the end there. It'll be interesting to see episode 6 and the first half of episode 7 now, knowing the context of what happens at the end there. Because other than that, it's kind of a very, very slice of life set of 2 episodes, which again, the show is succeeding in, if not excelling in, I would say. It's not the best rendition of all these tropes that I've seen, but it's definitely doing them, and it's doing them pretty well. Just again, we've got a lot of strong personalities in the cast, a lot of good gags going on. I like how we, you know, couple off all the characters during the festival. I think that's really fun. Good old horse puns, good jokes, and whatever else. Yeah. It's good stuff. I'm also, yeah, again, obviously not happy with the result, but I'm happy that Suzuka got a little bit more focus. I thought that, you know, she was just kind of there a little bit and, you know, cheering us on and whatever else, but she didn't have a ton of character until this point. So I'm happy we're doing a little bit more there for sure. Either way, I better get back through watching this thing. Yeah, we'll see what I think again on the rewatch. The episode starts, Special Week is writing a letter to her mother, as she is wont to do. And yeah, we kind of do a little bit of a flash forward with a bit of a montage framed through the letter that she's writing the mother. Like, hey, some time has passed since I won the Japanese Derby. Let's see what's happened. Suzuka dominating. Even Air Groove, who was, I think we explain it a little bit later, like the raging favorite, the horse that has beat Suzuka before. Again, Suzuka's on a different level now with this new trainer and this new regime and emphasizing the fun and all that other kind of stuff that we have going on. It's to the shock and disappointment of Hana-san here. Major McQueen joins officially. For some reason I thought that she already had, but I digress. I guess it was just unofficial. Very funny how she got kidnapped in the same way that Special Week got kidnapped. I don't know, potentially Goldship had a say in that one too. I think these two chuckleheads are growing to be my favorites as well. Similar hair color now that I look at it too. The bow on the tail, along with the bow on the back of the uniform. That's some double bow action. Crazy stuff. Once again, weirdly enough, some restraint shown in our beach scene, I guess. Our umida and so forth, you know, slice of life stuff. Yeah, I don't know, the swimsuits are just swimsuits. They look practical. Very cool. Background gags on point, of course. Really loving this recurring Goldship eye poke stuff. Very fun. And once again, decently put together show when it comes to its timing of gags as well. I like them doing class on the beach and doing twist on the beach. Just, you shouldn't be doing that. Come on now. And yeah, kind of ending that letter with saying to Mom that tomorrow is going to be the festival. And we're very excited. Suzuka pacing around the room, very cute. As I said in the reaction, I wish they kind of pressed this button a little bit more, actually. This is like the whole special week, first time at a school, first time interacting with other people like her, or horses, excuse me, I'm not quite sure on the nomenclature yet. I thought we were going to play the okay, this is my first festival card a little bit more. We didn't, that's okay. We did a bunch of other jokes though. And yeah, this is where we kind of pair off our characters as well. We see Teo go over here and go and find Symboli Rudolph, who she just heard over the loudspeaker. Very, very much obsessed, of course. Here's our next pair, of course. This dynamic duo, the unlikely team up, I guess. I don't, does Goldship have a thing for money? I mean, gold's in the name, maybe. Sure, I want to make as much money as possible. I'm going to try to sell stuff at this festival. I like the you look cute so you'll get us customers and we're dragging her along. That's some nice stuff. I like that. Very, very obvious one here. Daiwa Scarlet Vodka going off doing their thing. They're just literally inseparable. I wonder if you could actually count the scenes where they're not together. Like, I don't think there's even one thus far, maybe? Other than the montage stuff, I guess, where we're showing special week stuff. Yeah, anyway, they're inseparable. And finally, of course, Spechan and Suzuka. Yeah, of course they're going to pair up. They're competitors, they're rivals, they're something more. Time will tell. I do like big events like this to show off the gacha game-esque like cast, right? Like we've got horses here in the background. I'm imagining these are named at some point, doing various things. Hishi Amazon over here, my favorite, of course. Very good with kids. I wouldn't have expected that. It's got the tanned tsundere thing going on. We don't mind that at all. It's doing good business. And yeah, I guess projecting forward with more of her, right? I thought that we were going to play the card that she was going to be very aggressive with Suzuka. Maybe that was some like horse lore history going into the Tenosho. That it's like, okay, we think her weakness is playing a little bit rough. But again, she gets set to such a lead that you can't even compete with her, right? She's eclipsed first, the rest nowhere, and whatever else, right? You can't really play your tactics with her. Again, that's why I was kind of caught off guard with the whole injury thing. I thought that the whole thing was going to be that you were going to bully her. But no, that's not what happened. So what's this horse with the crown's name? TM Opera O? It sounds like a goddamn browser extension. What are we doing there? I don't know what that name's about. But she's cool. She's got a bit of a lower tone of voice as well, which I enjoy. And yeah, the joke here is that they're doing some kind of host club butler thing for, you know, the fan service and whatnot. A lot of female fans involved here. Very cool. Love to see it. Of course, culminating here with Symboli Rudolph, which sends Teo into a tizzy. Yeah, we're going crazy on the names here. Look at these. This is Matika Nefuka Kitara. Taru. I'm not even going to attempt that again. That's like a tongue twister or something. And of course, the, comparatively simple Meisho Doto, which I like as a name, actually. That rolls off the tongue quite nicely. They're doing some misfortune telling. The joke here is that, again, Major McQueen is trying to find her lucky item, potentially a little bit gullible. Easy to trick with superstition and whatnot. And it's going to be some takoyaki or yakisoba or something like that. Yes, of course, yakisoba. And who's selling yakisoba? Or at least allegedly? Goldship. So you need to be with her today if you want to be lucky. I don't know, get scammed. This horse gets scammed quite a bit, I feel. That's kind of the vibe there. I do like it when we do a shot like this. It probably happens maybe once an episode where you just get a very flat background and two characters just like most of their upper body staring directly into the camera. I'm like, this looks like I'm playing a visual novel, and that just tickles me a little bit. I like that. From here we have the donut eating contest. Very cool. As soon as Oguri Cat was involved, I'm like, she's gonna win, I don't know, like, pretty obviously. Joke here being that these two taking it very seriously, of course. Tamamo Cross, in particular, very serious about this eating contest. And Oguri Cap's taking it easy and still wiping the floor with you. That's as big a eater as she is. It's crazy stuff. We see the illegal maneuver play out right here as well. Ready, ready, ready? Swipe. Evil. Again, behind my camera. Look at this. Crazy. You cheated. How dare you? Oh my god, there's ears on the little sign here. That's just brilliant. That's just fantastic work. Top marks, 10 out of 10. A couple of fun things to note here. Super Creek loses. There's the two winners there that come forth, and she says Muri again, much like a race. Very funny. And the other one here would be going to a video, like recording, like a umpire's decision to adjudicate if there was any cheating involved or to tell the winner. Again, much like a horse race, right? If there's like a photo finish, this is when we go back to the video and go back to the photo to check what's going on. I like how it's reflecting the whole Musume track stuff with the donut eating contest. It's a fun little set piece for the festival for sure, as well as the recurring visual joke of the big fucking bellies. I don't know, I think that's quite humorous every single time I see it. But all's well that ends well. Again, Oguri Cap was happy enough to eat the extra food. Big eater, of course. And Tamamo Cross gets the plushie that she wanted as well, because, I don't know, you're magnanimous, I guess you would say. You're a benevolent leader. We love you, Oguri Cap. So everyone wins. Very, very fun. It's good. It's good. Put a smile on your face, everybody. To cap it off as well, we have the joke there of Special Week wanting to get involved as well. Eats a lot of food. That's her thing. Notice? Small dessert, small dessert, small dessert. This monstrosity? It's like, what are you even doing? And to cap it off as well, we have the background gag there. Again, I believe that's Oguri Cap once more, eating even more food. The donuts, they weren't enough. We're going again. Is it even? It looks like her. We've definitely got similar hair going on. Is this like the hairband? It's a little bit low res in the back there. Anyway, the plot. The plot's important too. Suzuka, she explains to everybody that she's wanting to pursue further avenues out of the country, going to America, going overseas and trying to compete. And she has a bit of a time frame going on there. She has a kind of timeline of races that she wants to compete in before pursuing overseas endeavors. We'll also do a little bit of setup here for the end of this, what would you say, episode. You're saying that you want to get involved in a race that has both Grass Wonder, who is a junior champion, as well as the, I don't know, Indomitable Suzuka, something like that. All it's meaning to do is set up a race at the end of the episode, so we have at least a little bit of excitement there. At least another time to see Suzuka's dominance before, again, cut short next episode. This felt very realistic too. I don't know if you guys have ever, I don't know, gone to a festival or even like a theme park or something, right? You go there with a big group, you kind of separate off into different groups, and then towards the end of the day, sun going down, you kind of reconvene and talk about everything that you've done. They kind of nail that moment here in my view. It felt like, again, a feeling that I had experienced before. And Teo in a suit, which we do love to see. More of her. I like her. More of this little freak, for sure. And this is what I mean upon reflecting on the end of episode 7, this stuff becomes a lot more pointed now, right? There's a particular scene here with Special Week where we sit down and we say, hey, thank you for being my friend. Thank you for showing me these new experiences. Again, I used to be Team Regal, of course. They're very go, 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 competition, competition, competition. I've learnt to slow down a little bit, have a little bit more fun, and my kind of friendship with you has gone a long way in making that happen. So just like a really pointed scene, like thanking Special Week. And then of course on the other side of the equation, you have Special Week thanking Suzuka as well for being a friend. And again, I'm very new here as well, and you've introduced me to a whole new set of everything as well. It's been just a great time. I don't know, in the wake of the fun day that they had perusing the festival and whatnot, it's nice that we sit down and actually have a genuine conversation about how much fun it has been. Oh, I remember another reason why I really liked this sequence too. So we dive a little bit into the Suzuka backstory stuff. Again, ever since I was young, I've loved running. The green grass in front of me, sparkling green, never able to take my eyes off of it. And then cut to, like, grey, like, even kind of like contrast down frame a little bit. We're like running inside on treadmills. Like that's our practice. Like I'm losing the sparkle, right? I'm losing the green. That's the thing that made me fall in love with this thing in the first place. And again, I've recaptured that with Special Week. I don't know, it's just a little bit, but it's well done. I wanted to find that sparkle again, even potentially that beautiful green. So I went off with Team Speaker. I've changed trainers there, of course, as well. And I found it again. And again, thanking Special Week in that process too. Once again, you don't really need to look between the lines much to say that, my life was dull and then I found my spark again involving this team and specifically you. Like, you don't need to make too much of a logical jump to ship it, is my point, and people most certainly do. And if you needed the metaphor to hit you over the head even more, we even have fireworks. It's like a really, popping spark, right? My sparkling green, it's erupting now. Very cool. See what I mean? This is one of the only real times we do oh yeah, this is my first time seeing fireworks this big. It's like, I thought we would go, this is my first time at a festival. This is my first time seeing a competition like this. This is my first time seeing all these stalls and interacting with all these different people, and that's a novel experience for me. I guess you can only jam so much into one episode, and maybe those scenes are really not needed and just kind of implied. And yeah, we kind of have a late ad break there, and then it's kind of just load up, get ready. This race towards the end of the episode is coming. So of course we've set up our three characters here, El Condor Pasa, Grass Wonder, and of course Suzuka herself. The Grass Wonder stuff here is that she's coming back from injury and she shouldn't push herself too hard straight off rep, straight off of coming back from something that did seem pretty serious. I wonder if potentially we'll get some Grass Wonder Suzuka scenes actually, considering again, now Suzuka has an injury too. Maybe they could bounce off each other a little bit more in the wake of this. We'll see. Anyway, I thought this was a good moment for Hana. It goes to show that she isn't, brutal in wanting to win everything. She's, of course, competitive, but she cares about her competitors before anything else. Again, I can see between the lines here. I can see that you're pushing yourself too hard too early. Hold that back. We've got greater plans for you yet. I'm really surprised how much I ended up liking these two. I didn't think that I was going to like their scenes as much as I thought it'd just be a distraction from the horse girl stuff, which is, again, it's on the box. It's what you're here for. But they're really funny. I don't know. I like their dynamic. It's cute. Yeah, I don't know. This scene, it felt very Yakuza to me. It felt like, specifically, again, I've played Like a Dragon. There's the bar that you go into and can have some conversations over drinks with various characters. It felt like one of those scenes. Oh yeah, great point. I keep forgetting the trainer-san injury stuff too. Of course, there's a lot of his stuff tied up in the Suzuka stuff now too. Okay, and making a comeback and coming back from something like that. This is so obvious now. It's so obvious. Okay, yeah. For sure. And we do a bit of a bait and switch here with there's a little bit of romantic tension going on, of course, and Trainer-san says that he's, has a confession to make, and it's got her all excited and stuff, and then it's the rug pull. Classic. I mean, I don't know. I've seen it a million times. It's a good rendition of it. The record scratch there at the end of that scene, though, it's a little bit on the cheesy side, just a little bit. I think I laughed at this frame during the reaction too. I just think it's very funny. She looks kind of stupid, and I find that endearing. Very cool. Suzuka pacing around the room as she is wont to do. Very, very excited for the Mainichi Okan, which is the upcoming race. Yes, she's full of beans. Loving it. Loving life. This is probably where I get a little critical of this race in this episode as well. I think ultimately it comes down to what are you trying to achieve with it. And I think what we set out to achieve is to show Suzuka's dominance, again, before episode 7, where, again, she was even more dominant before cut short. Very cool. If it's trying to be a race where I'm genuinely confused as to who's going to win, and it's there's tension there, then it fails. But again, I don't think that's what it's trying to do either. There is no indicator here to me at all that Suzuka is not just going to stomp this thing. At all. Again, this is where we're clearly running by the sports anime playbook, right? When a protagonisty character, at least someone on the good team, quote unquote, if they're going to lose something ever, there needs to be a justifiable reason as to why in, the flow of the story, or something that they're doing wrong, or a lesson that they need to learn. None of that was present. Of course, Suzuka's just gonna win. Characters that are literally you, oh my god, that's crazy. They've kind of got a bit of celebrity status now, considering all of the success. I think that's cute. So what was Grass Wonder's injury? I don't know. It says 10-month recovery. That would be like something pretty serious, like a ACL or like a bad break or something, right? Again, we can only speculate. She's like a human horse girl here, where in real life, I'm imagining that it was actually just a real horse, and obviously leg injuries mean a little bit more. Really loving this frame whenever I see it. I think it's just like it gets you hyped for the race. It's only here for like half a second, but very, very fun. These are the players that we need to worry about. I don't know about you or you, but these three are definitely the main characters of this race per se. Like, it's like a really fun, like, shonen-y, like, clash, like, shot, almost. I don't know, it fills me full of fucking, like, righteous energy to want to watch these horses run around. It's just awesome. The problem with watching any Silent Suzuka race is that she's a front runner, so like she's gonna be winning most of the race. Again, if I'm writing a scene ever, it's not interesting to see the same thing keep happening. So a front runner continue to race and win. There's a reason why, again, just another sports anime equivalent, right? There's a reason why, like I'm imagining like Haikyuu or something, I haven't seen it, but like Aoashi or like Blue Lock or something, like the protagonist team doesn't get out to an unassailable lead and then win. There's no tension there. There's none at all. Which makes me think that, again, whenever you've got a front runner, they're going to be chased down just to make the fucking episode interesting. But nope, Suzuka just stomps. There's a good frame every now and again in this show. That's another very fun one. She's just so determined and not a thought behind those eyes at all. This is endearing to me. I'm enamored by this. Grass Wonder falls away. I'm imagining we're going to address the rest of her stuff going on in the latter half of the season. Just like she will race again and find some semblance of success, or at least, be happy within her own self or something. El Condor Pasa, bigger fish to fry too, you would say. I do think the El Condor Pasa story between episodes 6 and 7 here is intriguing. Again, you're so competitive. Like, to a crazy degree, like, insane. You getting beaten by Suzuka here, wanting to get your revenge, quote unquote, being so hyped up for the following race, and then, like, almost having that opportunity to get genuine revenge and a genuine competition with Suzuka taken away from you as well. Obviously, again, it's way worse for Suzuka, obviously, but like, that sucks for you too. You're never going to know if you are genuinely better than this horse, or because she's never going to be able to race at her best ever again, And for a horse that competitive, it becomes like I don't know. I want a scene with her to unpack that. I think that would be very cool. We do a bit of the Una reverse stuff too. So like, when Special Week is racing, she'll look over to Suzuka, and that'll be like the inspiration for her final push to, win the race or do a bit better or whatever else. Now we're doing the reverse. Suzuka seeing Special Week cheering her on, just again emphasizing and like reinforcing that relationship for sure, and how important it is, and us pushing each other forward and competition. I want to make her proud and all that other kind of stuff. Just sweet. It's very sweet. Oh yeah, I did forget about this scene too. A little Hana-san hug, just to make things better. You tried your best. We'll get him next time. You will just have to peak during your next G1. Very cool. We'll be watching Grass Wonder's next race with some wonder, with some anticipation. And yeah, I'm getting my revenge in the Tenor Shore for El Condor Pasa here. You will not be getting your revenge. Well, I mean, you will, but not in the way that you want. Not in the way that anybody wants, right? What was going on here again? Who's watching this on the Puda? Oh yeah, you're watching some tape and then Trainer-san rubs it in, I remember. Oh yeah, it is autumn too, so we are moving from summer uniforms into winter uniforms. It's a good look, I feel. You can definitely tell. This is a very weird anecdote. Like the fabric thickness here, you can definitely like tell that it's a little bit thicker and a little bit warmer for sure. I don't know, just a nice bit of character design, I would say. And yeah, we make an interesting decision here. Special week, main character of the show, if you haven't really noticed. We just skip over one of her races, the Kikuka Shore, or whatever. She lost, and we just didn't really watch it. That's fine. Again, it's more to this general theme for her in this season, you would say, of overcoming losses and learning to live with losing a little bit and not just winning every race and learning to get better and us pushing each other forward and whatever else. Like it's just more of that kind of stuff. She has a better reaction to losing now and, is able to get that frustration out in front of somebody as opposed to before. Progression, just a little bit. But I just think it's interesting that we don't see the race. Even any second of it, really. Like, who did she even lose to? Is it a relevant character that she lost? Oh, yeah, it was Seon Sky again. You do mention that. And yeah, I'm lying. We do see some footage of the race there, too. At least he ran second. Hey, second's pretty good. Some say it's just the first person to lose, but I think there's some merit in that. I don't know. Very strong horse, Seon Sky. How often do horses race, too? That's an interesting question. I mean, there's probably a real-life answer and whatever. I don't know. It seems that horses are generally on a little bit more of a strict diet and stuff when they are leading into a race, because it seems like Suzuka there's like, no, I've got a race next week. I won't indulge in whatever treat that was. I'm wondering if you go into, like, camp, per se, like you're, like you're a fighter or a boxer or someone like that, where you'd like cut weight and try to be really good leading into an event, and then directly after you can indulge a little bit. I wonder if it's a bit more of like that kind of cycle, We have the calendar up there as well. We have the Tenno Shore upcoming next week. That's going to be the race at the end of the episode, as well as the Japanese Cup in about a month, I think it was, or at least 4 weeks. And yeah, that was going to be the race where we tried to race together. Again, this presents a question as well. I think I said it in the reaction as well. Like, say you have a stable of horses, right, as a trainer or something, right? Do you put 2 horses from your stable in the same race, like, ever? Or does that just kind of cannibalize your chances of winning? Would you rather, again, say a race day has like 7 races in it, you'd rather put you in that race, you in that race, you in that race, if you're going to do something like that? I guess so. Again, it seems a little bit unusual that Team Speaker would put 2 horses in the same race, but regular does it fucking all the time. Is it because their stable's larger, potentially? I guess if we are looking at a bright side to the end of the episode, it means that, Suzuka isn't going to go to America anytime soon, and we get to hang out with her some more, so that's fun. Again, it's at some point we're going to want to race together. I feel like that's going to be a really cathartic, triumphant moment for Season 1, you would think, right? Like, that's coming at some point. Suzuka recovers and we race together, at least a little bit. The first half of this episode falls in line a little bit with the previous, with the festival stuff. It's just some goofiness. It's some, random competition bathhouse thing. We get to see the cast shine. It's okay. It's pretty good. I guess I should give it some setup. Again, Trainer-san's going to drive to the top of this mountain. You guys need to run up there. If you don't make it there by a certain time, then there's no dinner for you. They're going to use food as a motivator, because all of them seem, I don't know, they would like the food. They indulge a little bit later, for sure. I guess what we're meaning to do as well is, contrast in training styles. We've got this goofy speaker thing we're doing over here, and then Rigil is doing genuine actual training. Hana's really putting the foot down. Like, there's levels, there's difference, like that's the idea. Oh yeah, I forgot this for Grass Wonder too. We're gonna involve ourselves with Maruzensky. That's fun. Okay, that's a cool pairing. And yeah, I'm keen to see more with you, because you were there very early in the show. You were there in the first couple of episodes for sure. So yeah, there's some import to you. Something will happen. We are building to something, for sure. I don't know, this is a weird thing to say. I feel like after seeing the show, I'd be way more interested in playing the gacha game. I guess that's the purpose of it, right? It's weird to say that aloud. It definitely is. You're like, oh yeah, I like these characters. I want to see them more. Why not play the game? It works as an ad. It's doing its job. Because you can kind of make your own little stories, right? Like, they're making their own story right in front of us right now. You can build your own. Build your own story, everybody. Anyway, we have our little triumvirate here discussing Suzuka. We have Air Groove, who has beat her previously, but recently lost. And then we have Hishi Amazon and El Condor Pasa, who are, wanted to compete against her in this upcoming race in the Tenor Shore. And Hana comes in and explains how much Suzuka has changed. She's a different proposition to how she was before. You're going to need to come in with a game plan. You're going to need to come in with a game plan. I feel some of the episodes, again, you wouldn't call it folly or nothing. I don't know. It's just weird that we do a lot of planning into this race for you, and then you don't get to execute on any of it. There's not really much there. Suzuka just kind of runs out to an unassailable lead and then just wins. And then gets injured, excuse me. Sorry. Different race. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really get to see any of this play out in real time. Chat room, do we have an easier way to say this race name? It's Prix de Arc de Triomphe. I don't know, it's some French bullshit. You're leading up to the French race as well. Once again, very, very determined Team Rigil. We're just fucking around. Major McQueen, how could you? Again, I feel like you're getting some kind of sick, twisted pleasure in this too. Don't get me started on it. Again, contrast. That's what we're trying to do here. I think we talk about it later, but this kind of whole bath trip thing and this team building exercise presented a great opportunity for Suzuka to tell everybody that she's going abroad, which is like, I don't know, that's Summer Trainer-san's thinking. That, hey, we should plan this thing almost around you getting out that piece of information. You kind of want to run free of any burdens or anything else. That's when you do your best. So it's just like good people management almost. Again, present these opportunities for people to, work through their personal stuff so that they can only focus on the race and win it. Right? It makes sense to me. A few other things going on. Of course, Special Week pushing to compete in the Japan Cup with Suzuka. We know how that's going to go. But yeah, I mean, you relent and you were going to allow it to happen. And I think we'd spend like 2 months worth of salary on food. God, you guys can eat. Jesus Christ. I don't know, I guess they ran all day and they're just trying to regain the energy. Sure. The focus here for everybody almost becomes Suzuka. Everybody's like, I want to race with you. No, I want to race with you. Everybody wants to have some time with Suzuka before everything goes away. In retrospect, it's very obvious that something's going to happen. I don't know how I didn't see that coming now. Anyway, gotta fucking focus more, Jesus. Yeah, this was the scene I was talking about before, setting the atmosphere for her to be able to tell everybody. Once again, it's not, again, unique to this show. It's in a lot of slice of life shows. They kind of succeed in the small moments that reflect a feeling that you felt in real life. Again, like after you've had a big day, had a big run, played all day, something like that, you go and you have like a shower and you like kind of cool off, you have a big meal, and then you just absolutely die. And sometimes again you're traveling home, that's in like the back seat. Nailing that moment. I can feel in there. I can feel like I'm one of the horses in that instance almost. I don't know, there's something to it. As it says in the title, it's a slice of life. It feels like a slice of my own life, Again, that's where we're succeeding a lot, I think. I don't know what this fake fall to sleep stuff is, but she looks very suspicious. I don't understand. I guess you just kind of wanted to end the conversation. You're like, thank you for putting me on this team. Okay, bye. I'm going to pretend to go to sleep. And then, yeah, straight into it. The Fall Tunnel Shore. If you are watching this knowing your history about these horses, this is the point where you will start to go, oh no. Oh no, the thing's about to happen. I, for one, was caught off guard. Talking something about put all my money on Hishi Amazon. Focus on the fucking tragedy, damn it. Maybe a little bit of an omen here as well. Let me read up on the history. Was there something going wrong with like the strapping or something? Is that like a contributing factor to the injury? Is that coming from somewhere maybe? Not that I could see on Wikipedia anyway, but it's just a little blemish now in the anime and what we're watching right now. To indicate that not all is as it seems, and that, it's just ominous right now. Contrast this with episode 6. We saw none of this kind of stuff that kind of led in, like there was no indicator at all that anything would be wrong. As she is doing up this strap, we see a number of horses pass, very notably El Condor Pasa. Doesn't really say anything, very determined, very focused on winning, no words of encouragement or anything, just full focus, and then Hishi Amazon, here to bully. Oh god, don't try to get away from me. I wasn't gonna. Come on now. A few little final encouragements here. Also, again, in this part of the story, we're emphasizing Suzuka's like superstar status. She's like selling out all the merch and everything. So people were definitely invested. They were almost here to watch Suzuka. Of course, relaying these words once more, emphasizing the fun in the races. It's the secret to her success, to let loose a little bit more and just kind of go out there and enjoy, again, the sparkling green, the thing that brought you to this thing in the first place, you know. Notably as well, this is the thing that Suzuka tells Special Week whenever she races as well, right? Like, it's definitely something you believe. We do have a little moment here of El Condopasa actually saying some encouraging words. I guess, again, before the race, or at the walkout, I guess, she wasn't all that much for words. She was focusing on other stuff. And yeah, I mean, do I need to even say anything? Suzuka gets out to an unassailable, insane lead, is running like super duper good times for, you know, the first length. I don't know what you'd call it. She's running record pace, just putting some distance between her and the competition. Absolutely. And instantly the whole Hishi Amazon plan goes out the window. I can't be rough with her and make it a competition with her if she's going to be that far ahead. I can't even get close. I guess I've never really said it about this show, but it is a really good show at like showcasing speed. Like, it'll be like close up, like shots that are very still, and they'll just zoom right past. You'll get a lot of stuff like this, where again they just got a lot of the lines, the speed lines, and the effects over the top and stuff. It's just the sound work. I feel like they're genuinely going that fast. It feels like they're moving like race cars and whatnot. I think in a lesser adaptation, this is like something you could criticize. I think like if the horses didn't feel very fast, if the production wasn't there for the races, then I feel like it would all fall flat. It's a very important piece of the puzzle. And then, as she's trying to go even faster and faster, tragedy strikes. Oh no. The drama's here for sure. We flash to everybody, get their reaction to the incident. Sound work, once again, really good here. You hear the crowd roaring and then, like, a hush come over as everybody kind of realizes what's happened and what's going on. Like, we must remember the superstar status. Like, just apply this to your favorite sport. What if your superstar was having the game of their life and then got struck down with a debilitating injury, like halfway through? That's the feeling we're trying to get across, and it's palpable. I like it. You can really feel it. And of course, that just takes the wind out of the win here for El Condopasa. Very sad victory ceremony. I think no true competitor wants to win like that. I don't think so, right? You don't want injuries. Injuries are bad. And yeah, upon knowing now the history, I know why this scene is as serious as it is. Because I'm like, oh yeah, she just has like a broken foot. She's going to be okay. She's a horse, buddy. I'm talking to me here. She's a horse. Horses don't just break their leg and then are fine. That's not how horses work. Which, the history is crucial here. It is crucial. That, again, the IRL horse died at this time. That's why it's so dire. That's why she's, like, unconscious here in the room in but a moment. Because otherwise, why after a leg injury would you ever be unconscious? I guess. Unless you fell and hit your head or something. And the first thing you see upon waking up is the whole frame of Special Week. She was sitting there waiting by your bedside the entire time. I know I literally just said it, but it's worth repeating. It is the most important thing in this scene right now, is that, like, you died. Like, this is your death. That's why Trainer-san says he says, it's so nice to be able to speak with you again like this. Huh. Get it? Anyway, crucial piece of context. Trainer here is the one that wants to break the news. That is very realistic news, I guess you would say. A very realistic outlook of, hey, you're probably never going to run the same again. Not be able to reach those same speeds, especially coming off of that race that you know, just before you got injured, you're running like an insane pace. I don't think you're ever going to be able to get there again. Once again, Trainer-san has his context running into that as well. After my departure, am I ever going to be able to come back and be the same bloke again? Is that what I'm trying to do now? Yeah, more Trainer-san stuff there too. I wonder if Suzuka coming back from something like this is going to be inspirational to you in that similar way. And of course we have the beacon of inspiration here, Special Week, who tells Suzuka that everything's going to be okay and you are going to be able to race again at full strength. Just really hopeful, wanting to motivate
not wanting to bring her down at this time. It's just very feel good. And again, like I said in the start of the segment, like that's the show's philosophy, right? As well, like it's so unrelentingly positive. You know, it's probably its best aspect. I really like it philosophically. I really do. Like we have silly horse girl show that is able to take tragedy, IRL tragedy sometimes, and flip it on its head and make us feel really good about it, and like almost frame it like a what if scenario. Like I don't know, it's cool. It's cool. It's very cool. And from what I hear about the show, it's something that only gets better as it continues as well. You only get more and more of that stuff. Everybody here now bursts in and is able to say their piece to Suzuka, revealing that they were kind of eavesdropping on the entire thing. Major McQueen here gets kidnapped once again. I don't know what that was about. Does that come back? I forget. Oh yeah, I'm dumb. They do the whole God thing. Now I remember. Okay. I forgot. This shit's dumb as hell. But again, it's all well-meaning. They're trying to do the same thing that Special Week was doing as well. You will see that green track again, potentially even in America. You will recover from your injury. That's, again, that main thing we want to get across. And even maybe Goldship getting a little bit vulnerable here as well. Like, you know, it's nice to see you on the back foot sometimes when it comes to Major McQueen. Again, in your own way, you wanted to support Suzuka. A little bit of vulnerability there. Nice to see. I guess it does bear repeating that they are horses still. If they're running at top speeds, again, sometimes like in the very high kilometers per hour, if I was to fall at that speed, I would fucking die. It's you know, imagine you're on a bike that's going that fast and you fall directly on the ground. You can die. None of them are wearing helmets or nothing either, so yeah, that's why she was like unconscious. That's another reason why we were to worry. That's why Special Week's straight on her feet. She knows how dangerous this shit is too. You look kind of dumb right now, but that's okay too. Again, that's the reason why you're so protective. It's not just that she broke her foot, it's that she could fucking die. But once again, I wouldn't recommend anybody running out onto the course like against traffic of a race that's going on. That's a way to pass away. That's not good at all. You'll get crushed, stampeded. Here we have the episode's namesake as well. Promise. I'm going to make you keep your promise of running with me. It's going to be something we do throughout the rest of the season, you would almost imagine, right? Getting you back up to strength. Making sure that we are in the same race at some point, racing together, competing together, as is the strength between our relationship and whatnot. I don't know, should be good to see. Keeping that promise, I'm going to make you keep it, you know? And a small thank you before we fade to black and we're taken to hospital. And yeah, she says she's going to keep her promise, and we move straight from there into our special ED. Which once again, just for me personally, I'm feeling it as like a eulogy for the horse almost. Like every other kind of horse in the show shows up and gives a little tribute, a little gift basket and whatever else. I'm imagining this kind of incident was something that, you know, shocked the horse racing community, the Japanese horse racing community, and, you know, this is almost like us tributing the life of that horse. It feels really, like, it's coming from a real genuine place. It feels really lovely. And the song itself as well, I think it's a great decision because of how down this moment is in the rest of the story, that we don't jump straight into that happy-go-lucky ED. You would have a little bit of, Clan Ad does it quite a bit, where you have, you know, the saddest shit ever going on, and then you jump into that ending song, and then it's just like whiplash. It's like crazy. Where again, we don't have that problem here because of the choice of song. It's just a little bit more quiet and this kind of inspirational moment as well. Again, they kind of nail the moment. It's good. It's good stuff. Who's singing this too? Should I look that? I should probably look that up. I'll find out. It'll be on screen. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a VA. Oh, some nice imagery stuff here too. We got the big old shining Milky Way, that green, that sparkling green. Again, that visual motif from episode 6. It was earlier this session. This is the thing that inspired me to run my best again, and that kind of thing. I will find that again in the future. I will follow my dreams, follow those stars, my destiny, everything else tied into that. Very, very cool. Lovely, lovely stuff. Keeping that promise, that good luck charm, team speaker, all the energy involved. Love to see it. Good ending, good session, good 2 episodes. Bit of a tonal shift, but that's okay. Yeah, it's good stuff. And with that, we'll leave that there. And yeah, you'll see me again next week. I really do want to do 3 at some point. So, again, what have we got? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Unless I want to do 2 sets of 3, that's a little bit of a weird timing. I'll see. We'll see. It's either 3 weeks of 2 or 2 weeks of 3. We'll see what happens. Either way, thank you for watching. You will see me again next week. Please Let me know more horse lore and whatever else. Patreon if you want to be there 1 week ahead. Potentially episodes 8, 9, potentially 10 are bangers. You'll be able to see however many I watch if you click the Patreon link. I'd love to see you in there. Discord if you want to talk about the show as well. Get some conversation going in there. I'd love to see it too. Like the video, subscribe. You will see me next week. Ciao. Bye-bye. Long live the horse girls.